Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. Selling at the Ithaca Farmers Market today, and it's busy. There's lots of people here today. Beautiful fall day, about 60 degrees. The height of harvest season. And car horn season, I think. We're at the market here every Saturday, and the market runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's also open on Sundays, but we're not here on Sundays. It's about 10:30 now. I've had a line since 8:15, so I apologize. I'm starting this video a little late. And what do we have for sale today? We've got lots of fresh chicken, 2 more weeks of fresh chicken. Pork, nope, no pork left hardly. And some beef, although we'll be resupplied next week. Here's my cooler setup for today. Small cooler full of chicken cuts, legs, thighs, boneless breasts, that kind of thing. A little bit left, well, boneless and bone-in breasts. Legs and thighs sell well these days. Eggs are gone. Only had about 40 dozen today. We've got some frozen chickens and my lunch and some ground beef. Lots of whole fresh chickens left. Those have been selling really well though. And in the freezers, more ground beef, chicken parts, frozen, ground pork, some beef in here, stew meat, some roast sirloin steaks, more chicken cuts. Now it's 11 o'clock. I haven't had much time to video this morning. The day's flying by, but I gotta run my usual errands. We'll weave our way through the people here. You know where I'm going. I gotta get my bread. This is, I always forget. Ciabatta. I'll take one of these guys. I hope you don't mind me filming. I have a booth down the way. Then we go back down this way. Lots of peoples. That's a cool name for a farm. Hi. You have white eyes. That is so unique.
Oh, thank you. He's deaf. His name's Beckham.
Beckham.
Yeah, like
nice to meet
Beckham.
you. We gotta go and get some sweet corn, you know. Does that look like a good ear? I think so. They're all good. Then we gotta go way down here. So I gotta go and talk to another vendor for a second. Unfortunately, sometimes I forget people reserve things and then I get busy and I forget to hold them. I should bag them up. Another vendor wanted a couple dozen eggs and I sold them by accident. So I had to go let her know early enough in the market where she can get them someplace else here. I always feel bad about that, but it happens. There's always new vendors coming in. I haven't seen this one before, Potter. Very nice. It's a nice display. While we're out, let's head down this way and see what's going on. Looks like the band is setting up and getting ready to play. People on the dock. Video of your peppers because they're so beautiful. Well, enough of this wandering around. I have to get back to my booth because, you know, it's about selling things, not touring around, looking at all the stuff. It is nice to get out and see all the people, though. Here we are. You know what? I gotta show you something. I was digging around here trying to rearrange things, and I found eggs for that other vendor that ordered them. That's just a lucky coincidence. I would like you to meet someone that came to visit me at market today. This is Frances.
Yes.
What's your last name, Frances?
Schickling.
Schickling. And on Monday, Frances celebrated her 86th birthday. And it's a real honor for me to have folks like Frances come to visit me at market.
It's great to be here. This was my birthday wish, to come here and meet you in person.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I enjoy your program immensely.
Thank you.
I'm not a TV watcher, but I wouldn't miss your program.
Thanks, Francis.
You're very, very welcome.
And Francis is not only here to visit, but she's going to buy some things too, which is always
That's
nice. Ground beef.
Ground beef and shortbread.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed out on the eggs.
Yeah, they go quick. They're on the small end toward the end of the house. These are slow cookers, of course. Right. It's so cool to meet people like Francis at market. Now I can get back to taking these eggs down to the person that reserved them in the first place. Watch out, little guy. All right, we're going to see how this works. Noelia, I'm putting you on camera because this is a part of the story. She's not going to like that very much. Most vendors don't want to be on camera, but I guess I surprised Noelia, so
Oh my God, I don't.
it's getting to be that kind of weather.
He's busy.
It is.
Yeah,
It's very chilly this morning.
beautiful colors.
Thank you.
This mustardy one.
Yeah, that one's pretty popular. It tends to sell out by Thanksgiving.
Is it? And here we have Concord grapes. The Finger Lakes region where we live is known for cider, growing apples, but also the kind of climate right around the lakes makes for really good grape growing for a particular kind of wine, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's world known, I guess. I don't know. For that kind of wine, I don't know much about wine. It's funny how making market videos, market is always the same every week, and it's always different at the same time. So I do the same things. I have the same thing for lunch. Every weekend, it's just tuna. It's tuna and mayonnaise and Dijon mustard on whole grain bread. And I see a lot of the same people every week. I have people come and visit that watch the channel, which is one of the best things about market these days, but sometimes it makes it tough to do a video because it's pretty much the same every week. Seasonally, the produce and things varies, but the whole thing about market is, the routine. I guess I'm a creature of routine, and I like that a lot. So I sit and eat my lunch and watch the people go by. Rieslings, that's the type of wine Finger Lakes are known for. I just couldn't remember it. A beautiful day to sit outside and have lunch. It's 1 o'clock. Most of my business is done for the day, so I'll take you out and give you a little tour, show what's in season, show what's for sale. A staple of any farmer's market is honey. We have a number of honey sellers here. A soap maker, that's another staple. You can get lunch, and they use local ingredients here. Chinese food. This is a wood carver, and really unique work. Always beautiful flowers at the market. Look at these. We're still in the height of season for produce. We haven't had a frost around here yet. I like your farm name. That's really creative. I'm down the way, just a few acres. Yeah. Very pretty flowers. I'm afraid, though, it's not the best of days for the ice cream man. We had a discussion about that last weekend. His business is slowing way down as it gets colder.
See you soon.
That is a great way to show off pottery. Wow. You'll see if you watch other market videos that I've made that they're the same vendors here for the most part. On a Saturday, you kind of own your booth. So the booth I'm in, we're at steadily on Saturdays. Once you get to become a member and you accumulate enough points, you can get your own booth through what's called, I think it's the booth auction. They have it once a year. If you don't own your own booth, then you have to depend on somebody calling in that's not going to be there. And Saturdays at the height of summer like this, there's not a lot of those booths available. There may be, it's been a while since I had to do it, but there were in the neighborhood of 10 or 15 out of 100 that were up for grabs like that on a Saturday. And then again, they do it by seniority and points. So getting into this market takes a long time, and then once you're in, you have some security because you have your own booth. And I can take that booth that I'm in Saturdays and Sundays if I choose, or just Saturdays, and we choose to do just Saturdays. And then for Sundays, the booth belongs to somebody that had participated in a separate lottery for Sunday booths early in the season for any Saturday vendors that weren't going to come Sunday too, and so they have that booth on Sundays for this season. But next season I have the option again of taking the booth Saturdays and Sundays. It's all very complicated, but it is complicated for a reason. We have jewelry, all handmade. This is Sandy's spot? This is
She's out. She's gone today.
oh,
Called in today. She's just standing.
it's really nice. I have a YouTube channel, so I like to film goings on at the market. We have textile work, aprons. No, I don't know if that one's right for me. And prints. Usually the print artists don't like you to photograph their work because then you've made a print of their print in a way. So I don't get too close to those guys for video. And live plants, even though we're getting toward the end of the season, there are things that you can keep growing inside. Some herbs. Succulents. These are popular with the college students, I think. Ah, look what I found. We've got squash central here. Every kind of squash you can imagine. I don't know what this is. Some cross for acorn, I think. Sweet dumpling squash. Butternuts. I don't know what these are. I should. Honey nuts. This is a butternut squash cross that I guess was developed at Cornell that's sweeter and darker than butternut. Pumpkins, acorns, spaghetti squash, kabocha squash, buttercups, another acorn cross. Some of these I just don't know. Delicata, of course. And potatoes. These are like natural works of art. It's a little color variation, the way they arrange, all peppers.
Which one would you like? It's like okay. Is he like
Well, it's 2 o'clock. I don't have a whole lot left. Actually, the only thing I have a lot of left, I'm usually sold out of, is fresh whole chicken. Beef has been, I've got ground beef and liver and stew meat, and I have ground pork. Funny story. Yesterday I filmed a video where I was packing for market, and I said, well, this is the end of bacon until January that I'm bringing to market, and somebody showed up that watches the channel at about 8:15 or 8:30 this morning and bought all the bacon because they knew it was going to be gone. So that was it for bacon. But I guess overall I'd say it's been a slower day than it's been typically in the last few months, and part of that is because I have less stock. We're at the end of one run of beef and we'll have more next weekend, and pork is just gone, and chicken's the only thing we have a lot of right now. Eggs are way down, whereas I was bringing 100 or more dozen, you know, back in the spring. Now we're down to, I can't remember, 36 dozen today or 40 dozen, something like that. They sell out very quickly. So I guess it's not the end of the world because, you know, I sold out the pork early and now I have more time to people watch and to talk with viewers who come. It's nice to be able to spend a few minutes when people make the trip to see me at market and get to know them. So I don't know, it's not all bad not having as much stock. Even though it's 2 o'clock here, I don't know, there's still a pretty good crowd. I think it's Cornell homecoming weekend, so that may have added to the student and parent population here. Hi. Apples are like tomatoes. There's so many different varieties. And people forget about that after all the years of Red Delicious, or was that the supermarket? Yeah. Different colors, different textures. Turned bowls. Wooden. Again, this is all made by the person selling it. That's the rule here. Gourds.
So this has our most popular hot one and our most popular.
Yep, that's what it's all about. Hey, it's 2:30. Yeah. Half an hour and then I can go home and take a nap. Maybe watch some football. You know, that's the way it goes on Saturday afternoons. I love acorn squash. I guess squash is like apples and tomatoes too. There's so many different varieties that aren't common to supermarkets anymore. Yeah.
And there are. Oh yes.
Tomatillos.
Yeah.
We grew those one year and we had them coming out of our ears. We had more green salsa than we could ever eat. I guess the focus of this video, if there could be any focus to a farmer's market video, which is kind of stuff all over the place, is on other vendors. And my opinion is that any farmer's market, the heart of the market is produce. And the market's fortunes rise and fall based on the produce season. We by far do our most business during the height of produce season, and that is in this area probably starting in July when you start to get a large variety of produce, and running right through this time of year till after the first frost as things keep. And without produce as the base of a farmer's market, I think that you'll have a hard time drawing people and getting the sales. It's just the basis, right? Eat your vegetables. That's what it's all about, I guess. And buy some meat while you're here too. But it sure is nice to be able to buy your lunch, your honey, your maple syrup, and any crafts that happen to catch your eye while you're here as well. This is the first market I've had to wear long sleeves and jeans in months. It's pretty cool today, and it's only going to get cooler. This market runs through almost the end of December, so there will be days when the wind is really blowing off the lake here and we're brushing snow off the tables, but market goes on. I'm going to have to toughen up a little bit and bring some more layers before that happens. But today's market's just about done. It's about 10 of 3 and the crowd's starting to thin out. This will be the first weekend I haven't sold out a chicken in I don't know how long. It's been a long time. I got 8 nice whole chickens left. It's that time. Time to pack up. The movable feast is moving out. And there we go. Booth is empty. Truck is loaded. Market's emptying out. Another successful week at market. Climb in the truck and head on home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.